Hello friends, today I am going to solve another problem which is Roman to integer problem. In this problem we have given one Roman number as input and we have to return that integer number of that Roman number. For this one we have to solve this problem if you will see in questions they have some symbols, right? If m is in that Roman number it means 1000, if d is in that number it means 500. So we have to solve this problem. Right, so if you will go for example, in example you can see here, if you have this is right Roman number, if we have this number we have to return decimal number of this number, this Roman. So decimal number of this number is 58, like for example. So let's solve this problem. First discuss this problem, then we will solve it. So first, if you will see, this is a string in our input, so we have to extract each and every character from this string, right? So suppose we have extracted all a string here m, c, m, right? So first we will get value of m, then value of c, so on. So this is table I have written, and in question if you will see also mention there, the value of m is 1000, d is 500, c is 100, x is 10, so on. So I have written this one so that I can solve this problem. So first what we have to do, we have to use add all value, right? So first we will get m, right? So first we will get m, we have to add m in our anywhere. Suppose our sum variable here, this is our sum variable, result variable, like result variables. Suppose here I will store 1000, m, value of m like 1000, right? Next we will go and we will add get value of this c, and we will add this c into result like 100. Next time when we will go for m, we will get higher value than previous number. Like if you will see in questions, there is scenario like Roman numbers are usually written larger to a smallest from left to right. It means that we never add such value which is higher than previous value, right? Suppose here a value of, we have added 1010 earlier because 10 is okay, then is first number, so we have added 1000 is first number, we have added 1000. Then after c, value of c is 100 is less than earlier number, so we are easily here added. But if you will see next m is higher than previous number, so we cannot add it directly. To what we have to do in this case, if we will find such condition, if current value is greater than previous value, right? So if we will get this number, this scenario, so what we will do, first we will do, because this 100 we have earlier added, so what we will do, we will subtract this 100 from our result. So we will subtract, if we will see this scenario, we will subtract result is equal to result minus previous number is 100, we have 100 earlier added in our result, so we have to subtract this 100. So I will write, result is equal to result minus previous number, right? Previous. So this 100 is removed from here, right? If you will see, remove from here, and now what we have to do, we have to subtract this previous number from current number. If we will subtract this 100 from 1000, we will get 900, right? 900. Then we have to add this 900 into our result. Here we have to add this 900, right? Not this 100 plus 100 plus 1000. So for this one, what we have done, we have subtracted current value minus previous value. So what we have, current minus previous, and we have added this value in result. So we will result is, we have written result is equal to result plus, yeah. So we have done result, which value store in result, that's fine, but we have added this 900 into that result value, it's fine. We will do this one only in such condition where we will find previous value is smaller than current value, right? Okay, we have done with m. Now we will check x is equal to 10. Okay, 10 is smaller than our previous is 1000. Okay, so it's fine, 10 is smaller than previous number, we will add this 10. in our sum. So here if you will see, yeah, we have added this 10 in our previous number, our result. We have done with 10. So our next value is C. If you will check C is 1000, and again we follow this condition, our current value is greater than 10, greater than previous. Here if current value is greater than previous, then what we have written, we have to do first, we have to subtract previous value from result. So we have added previous is 10, so we will remove 10 from that earlier in this follow. So we will subtract this 10, so we will make 10. And now what we will do, we will subtract this 10 from, it means we will subtract previous value from current value, right? So it will be 100 minus 10 will be 90, and then this 19 will be added here in sum, here in according to this line. So we will add here 90, because 100 minus 10 will be 90. Okay, again loop will run, we will get I, and value of I is 1. So we will and 1 is less than previous number, so it's fine, we will put 1, add 1 in our sum. But when we will go for next time, we will again follow this such condition, like where our current number is greater than previous number, right? Current number is greater than previous number. So in this number, what we have done, we have first we have to subtract previous number from result. So result is equal to result minus previous number. So our result is, this one is result, we have to result, yes, we have, okay, black, use black color, right? Yeah, we have added one earlier. So what we have to do first, we because this one we have added earlier in our result, so we have to subtract this one. So we will, you put in red color now, right? And now what we have to do, we have to add first we have to subtract current value minus previous value. So 5 minus 4, we have to subtract 5 minus 1, sorry, 5 minus 1, it will be 4, and we have to add, then we have to add this 4 into our result, like here first this current minus previous, it means it will subtract, then it will add in our result. So we will add 4 here. Okay, and check what is our value. It will say 1000 plus 900, 1900 plus 90, 1990 plus 4, it will be 1994. Okay, let's, if we will check, yeah, for this example, yes, oh sorry, yeah, 1990. So we have to write this code, right? Same. So first what we have to do, we have make this table, right? So that we can get value of we will get character from this string, and we will check what is the value of this character. So what we will do, we will put this all value in hash map, right? And then we will get this value according to this key. So first let's start it. Create button. Okay, sorry. So yeah, I have earlier imported this map, and we will use hash map hm is equal to new hash map, right? And we have to add all the value, right? So hm dot put, we have to use put function for putting value. We will put, suppose we have I, and value of I is 1, right? hm dot put I, then we have v, and value of v is 5. hm dot put iv, then what, d is ivx, x means 10, ivx, it means 10. After x lcd m lcd M, value of M is 1000, value of D is 9. Okay, let's check. Value of D is 500, value of C is 100, and value of L is 50, and value of X is okay. It's clear. Now we need three variable like into result, and we need previous, if one variable who store previous value, right? Prev, in start we will put 0, and we will use current variable, some variable which is current value, and here we are going to just calculate this one current one as prev, so we will use one variable for that also. We cannot use also, if you want you don't use, right? Then we have to start loop so that we can traverse that string. For int I is 0, I is less than as dot length I plus plus, right? Current value, values will depend. Now we have to get current value, like current variable, so that we can fetch. Now we have to get current character. So for getting first character from a string, we will use s dot char at I, and we will send this character to hash map so that we can get value of that character. So we will hm hash map dot get, and we will send this to, and we have to store, we need to store this one in any variable. So suppose our current, this is our current value, right? It will return, suppose in first we have, in first character we have m, so it will return 1000. So we have to store this one in like any current variable. So we will put this one into char is equal to this, but this hash map return object, right? So we have to convert it into int, so we will use %, right? We will convert it into it, right? Now we have work on this, like we have to calculate current minus previous. So we have created this data variable. We will data, for the start we will data is equal to char, suppose, and now we will check if our current variable value is greater than previous, right? Then this time previous 0. So in this time what we will do, we have to yes, in this we have to subtract current previous value from result, right? In this case we also say result is equal to result minus previous. So we will use result is equals result minus previous, and we will make our data as not current. Like here we are not going to add this 1000 in our sum. What we are going to do, we are going to subtract previous number from our current value, and that is 900. Suppose in our case we have created one data variable, which is, this is 9 data, right? Suppose we have created one data, and this value we are going to add in result. So here we will use data is equals current minus previous, done. And now here after this we will add, because if you will see here, each and every time that number, suppose we have separate this one, right? each and every time we have to add result is equal to result plus data, current data, right? Each and every time we are going to add data, that's why we have used result is equal result is equal to result plus data. Our data is fine. And now when this loop will end, it means we don't have any remain character in string, and after that we will return our result. You will see. Let's run. Actually I have zoomed this page, conference car. Okay, sorry, where is line number 17? Okay, sorry, we have created double R. Right, let's run. Yeah, fine, you can see my program is running, it's fine. If you will see, you can do one thing more, right? So I have used this data name extra with this variable. You can make this program without using variable also, so it's all depend on us how we are going to solve this problem, right? So let's submit this problem. Okay, I'm going to submit. Oh, so wrong answer. Oh, I got one I have done one mistake here, right? What I have done here mistake is that I didn't write any line for previous number. It means that I didn't store anywhere previous number. So before here, if you will see, our loop is running each time. So before going to run again next time loop, we have to use current variable as previous variable. So we'll use prev is equals current. Now run, submit. Actually it's all about cases, that's why it's coming. Okay, you will see it's accepted. We are done. Okay, thank you so much. You can also, it's easy, you can also make this program in different way. So all programmers have his own way to solve any problem. So if you have any other way to solve this problem, of course you can share with us. Thank you so much for watching this.